Hello students, in this video we are going to look at the useful way of writing numbers in standard form. Now, first of all, there is a rule that a standard form is written as a into 10 to the power of n. But why we need to write numbers in this form? Now let me explain you the real life use of this form. Uh, Suppose for example, if we have to find out the distance from Earth to Sun, which is really far from Earth, and if we have to write number in a conventional method, it will be a very large number. So writing that number in a simpler way where we can understand, where we can read, write, is called as standard form. Now, it's not only to write numbers which are very large, it is also used to write numbers which are small. Like, for example, if you want to find out the size of the virus or any tiny object which is very tiny. So, how to find out the size or radius or width of that? So, these two places we use this form which is called as standard form. Now, standard form has got a rule that can be written as a into 10 to the power of n, where a must be between 1 and 10. Now, if you see here, I have written a is greater than or equal to. That means it can be 1, but it cannot be 10. So, it has to be between 1 and 10. So, it has to be less than 10. It can be 9.9999, anything, but not 10. Now here n is positive for large number, like we are using for very large number, we use n as positive, and n will be negative if we are using for a small number. Now let us get into this example where you can understand much better how to write numbers in standard form. Now, for example, if I have taken here 4,560,000 in standard form. So if I have to write this in standard form. So the first thing what I'll do is I'll convert this in the form of a into 10 to the power of n, where a must be between 1 and 10. So I have written this as 4 point. So actually this can be written as 4,560,000.0. Now this point decimal is moving towards left side. So please remember that decimal is moving towards left side. Now for large number we'll move. You have to remember. So we'll use this left and right in our later video also. So the decimal is moving one place, two place, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So I am rewriting this number as 4.56. And this, since it is moving 6 places, so I have taken this n as 6. So further, this can be written as 4.56 into 10 to the power of 6. If you happen to multiply 10 to the power of 6, now what is 10 to the power of 6? That means 10 is multiplied 6 times. So 3, 4, and 5, and 6. So it is multiplied, let me just, 6 times. So it is 1 followed by 6 zeros. So this means that if I multiply this number with 4.56, I am going to get my original number. So I am rewriting this original number, which is really large, in this form, that is 4.56 into 10 to the power of 6. That is called as standard form. So we have understood that how to write this in standard form very large. Now let us take one more example, which is a smaller number. Now let's explore this one. Write a small number like 0.000386 in standard form. Now again the rule is that it has to be written in a into 10 to the power of n, where a has to be between 1 and 10. So remember, this has to be between 1 and 10. So if we see this number is not between 1 and 10, it is less than 1. So this decimal has to move at least these many places here. So how many places it is moving? 1, 2, 3, 4. So remember, for large number we move left side, and for small number we move right side. So what are we moving? We are moving the decimal. So this decimal is going one place, two place, three place, four place. So therefore, when the since it is a small number, so we'll use this n as -4, and a value will be 3.86. So therefore, we rewrite this number as 3.86 times 10 to the power of 4, where 3.86 is a and 10 to the power of -4 is n. Now, it's not only restricted to this writing big numbers and small numbers. We can use this for multiplication also. We'll also see how to multiply the standard form. The key step for this standard form is multiplying separately a parts and then 10 parts. So how do we write? Suppose, for example, if I am taking that 5 into 10 to the power of 2 times 3 into 10 to the power of 5. So I multiply this a values, that is 5 times 3 separately, and then I multiply 10 to the power of 2 times 10 to the power of 5. Now if you remember the laws of indices, a to the power of m times a to the power of n is always equal to a to the power of m plus n. If you want to know more about laws of indices, please do watch my video on laws of indices. So 5 to the power of 3 is 15, and 10 to the power of 2 plus 5 is 7. So we got 15 times 7, but we cannot consider this as a standard form because here you can see that 15 is greater than 10. Now you remember the rule is a into 10 to the power of n, and a must be greater than or equal to 1 and less than 10. But here in this case 15 is not. So 15 is actually 15.0. Now you remember large number larger than 10, we move left. So this decimal place is moving one place. So we get this 1.5. 15 can be rewritten as 1.5 into 10 to the power of n 1. So from where did we get this 1? Because this is moving one place here. So therefore we got this 1, and this 10 to the power of 7 is as it is. So hence again we'll use the laws of indices. Then we write 1.5 into 10 to the power of 8, where a is 1.5 and n is 8. Now this is very easy. So multiplication. Similarly for division also we do the same thing. Like we divide a parts separately and 10 parts separate. So suppose for example if you have 2 into 10 to the power of -3 divided by 2 into 8 into 10 to the power of -5. So first you take this a part, 2 is divided by 8, and 10 to the power of -3 is divided by 10 to the power of -5. So I'm just doing here 10 to the power of -3 divided by 10 to the power of -5 can be written as 10 to the power of -3 plus 5. When -5 goes in the numerator, it becomes positive. So we get this 10 to the power of 2. So that is what you can see here, that is 10 to the power of 2. So it is 0.25 into 10 to the power of 2. So again 0.25 is less than 1. So now if it is moving towards right hand side, so you get n value as negative. So this is 2.5 into 10 to the power of -1 into 10 to the power of 2, which is coming from here. You can see again bases are same. You use the laws of indices. -1 plus 2 is 1. So your final answer is 2.5 into 10 to the power of 1. So this is one of the way that we write the numbers or add, multiply, divide using standard form. This is also applicable for addition and subtraction. So let me just explain you about addition and subtraction. So first find the highest power of 10 and adjust. This is the key rule. So you have to keep in mind. The first thing is you have to find the highest power of 10 and adjust the other power of 10 to be the same. So how do we adjust and how do we do that? For example, if we take 4 into 10 to the power of 50 plus 2 into 10 to the power of 48. Now here you can see the exponents are not same. It is 50 here and it is 48 here, and the a value we can see 4 and 2. So the highest power of 10 is 50. So we can adjust it to 50. So what we can do is I will adjust this 48 into 50. So what I am writing is 2 into 10 to the power of 48 can be written as 0.02. Now you must be wondering that how we are getting this 2 point, actually 2 means 2.0. So if I have to make it into like 10 to the power of 2, so this decimal will move two places here. So 0.02 into 10 to the power of 2 is same as 2.0, because if you multiply 0.02 times 100, you're going to get 2. So therefore this 2 can be written as 0.02 into 10 to the power of 2. Now we got this 0.02 into 10 to the power of 2 times 10 to the power of 48. So we made this 48 as 50. So by rewriting this number. Now what we'll do is so 2 into 10 to the power of 48 is rewritten as 0.2 into 10 to the power of 48. So we have made our first key point that we made this 50 and 50 same. Now our next task is add this 4 and 0.02. So 4 and 0.02 is 4.02 into 10 to the power of 50. Now whether our rule is applicable or not, a into 10 to the power of n, a must be between 1 and 10. So 4.02 is between 1 and 10, and n is any positive integer. It is a positive integer for this large number. So hence this addition is correct, and writing this in standard form is like this. Let's also explore that how we do subtraction. Suppose for example, if you have 8 into 10 to the power of negative 20 minus 5 into 10 to the power of negative 21. So what we do is first we adjust the exponent. This is negative 20, sorry. So I want to adjust this as negative 20. So I rewrite this 5 as 0.5 times 10 to the power of 1, which is same as 5. So using the laws of indices, 10 in 10 to the power of 1 minus 21 is negative 20. So then we take this 8 and 0.5, 8 minus 0.5 in parenthesis into 10 to the power of negative 20, and we get this as 7.5 into 10 to the power of negative 20. I hope you understand this and you like this video. Please watch out next video for laws of indices and logarithm, introduction to logarithm. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.